Just really proud of our football team, proud of our coaches, the preparation, the improvement that we made between week 1 and week 2. We knew we had a good football team. We knew we had to play good in all 3 phases. We played solid in all 3. The special teams miscues are, as you can tell, pretty easily fixable. We haven't had any snap problems in a long time. So we got to get that fixed. But just really proud. I felt like our coaches had a great game plan on both sides. We still can improve and will improve on the offensive side of the ball, especially with the running game and being balanced. But that commitment to the running game opened up a lot of play passes, and they were there. And then defensively, what more can I say?
Sorry.
It's okay. Defensively, really impressed with the game plan, Coach White and the coaches and the players, how hard they played. And great team win. You got to be a tough son of a bee to come into this environment and win. And we all understand that. And we know this team is built that way. We've shown it through the years. That's who we are. We're going to be a tough, hard-nosed football team and win tough games, no matter what they look like. And we may win and we may lose, but by God, we're going to be tough. And we showed that tonight.
Mark, what can you say about just getting Jordan Wright back and what you saw from him?
Yeah, I mean, he's a player for us. I don't think there's any question. You know that. You've seen him play for a while. He's not only a good football player, but he brings good energy. And as I mentioned last week, a little bit, mundane or whatever the word is I used, just a touch flat. And J-Dub's one of those guys who's a strong leader in his presence. And he has that energy that's a bit contagious.
How did you see the attitude in the team change when the offense was able to start running the ball effectively in the second half?
We weren't going to change. The defense wouldn't have changed all night, no matter what. It's not their mentality. We always have a belief and a trust, and we talked about that all week. And the trust that we will make the plays and we will do what's necessary to win. And I firmly believe the defense knew that. I think the pick at the end of the first half was very big. Big play.
Mark, just 2 penalties. What can you say about your team's discipline tonight?
Yeah, I mean, just they're hard-nosed, tough guys. They play hard and they're very coachable. They're very selfless, and it's a credit to our coaching staff.
Mark, after what Anthony Richardson did last week, did you think you could hold him to 4 rushing yards today? How did you just big
I didn't really put any statistic on it, but we felt like we could play good defense, and I'm not sure. Seemed like they only had maybe 1 first down the whole second half, outside of maybe the one at the very end off the tip. I mean, we really had a good game plan. The guys were playing hard.
Mark, what kind of clicked for the offensive line in the second half?
With being able to be balanced like that, it gave us we were able to lean on them a bit. And I know we weren't just gutting them or anything like that, but just those yards, controlling the clock, moving the football, being able to run the ball for the tough 4, 5, 6 yards, maybe 10 here and there, that kept them more off balance. And really, had the game not played out like that, we maybe had some of our play passes still there because they were committing so hard to the run game. That's what opened some of that stuff up. You do got to protect the edges on the boots and things, and you could tell. We had to get 1 or 2 of those cleaned up after the first half.
Mark, you picked a pretty nice stage to break Bear Bryant's record.
I'm glad it's here. I am. I'd like to be at home with my fans and family and friends and all that, but that's okay. There's time for that, and we need this win. And I'm just appreciative of as I said on the field when they asked me that, just appreciative to get this opportunity. The great coaches that have been here way back starting in 2013, the commitment from Mitch, Mark, Dr. Capilouto, the people, it's been a group effort. You can't do this and win that many games or stay in this conference that long without a lot of people doing a lot of good things and committed to what we're trying to achieve. And just really greatly appreciate all the past coaches from the dog days, early on till now, because there's been a bunch of really good people and great players. There was such appreciation for the players all the way back to 2013 till now. I love each and every one of them, and it's really fun.
Mark, you said during the week, you all didn't need the soft comment as motivation. Now that it's over, is there frustration that it feels like you still have to make these kind of statements to get this national respect?
I don't even want to play that. You know, you guys, you know, why don't somebody stand up and say something right? You know what I mean? So I don't even want to make a comment because it'll get thrown back in my face tenfold, and I don't need it. One thing, we're not a soft. I think you could all understand that.
Mark,
We may be a lot of things, but we're not that.
Mark, you guys have so much experience, so many games at linebacker. Where does that kind of show itself? What's the benefit of just those guys having logged so many games?
They're very steady, and they see a lot of things. So if they get them once or twice, you know, they can get it corrected. They understand the situational football, and our young guys look to them, you know, because they know they have a lot of snaps under their belt.
The last win down here, you had a big touchdown pass to Lynn Bowden, about 50 yards,
Yeah.
very similar to the
Yeah.
Dane Key play.
Yeah.
And he's only a freshman too.
Yeah, you're right, and it's plays like that we need to make, you know, because we were, you know, struggling, you know, and that's a good defense in this environment. I mean, this place was rocking. They're just coming off a huge win, you know, so, you know, heck, I don't know, we must jump in the top 10, I guess, now, right? I'm just saying. I see other people jumping 20 spots, you know. Well, we
Probably drop 3.
Yeah.
Carrington really was flying all over, especially in the second half. With Jalen going down back there, it seemed even more of a spotlight on Carrington's play.
Yeah, Carrington has been really solid. You know, he's just a good player. Again, one of those guys that's getting more and more reps under his belt, and just playing winning football. And the play he made on the 4th down, you know, that's a really big time play, and he's got to understand that in 4x1 when they go that way. Nothing would piss me off more if they'd have caught a slant right there. You know what I mean? Because that's football 101, and he made it. It's still not easy because those guys can run and don't have to run a slant. Next time they'll probably run slant and go, because I just said that. But you know, he's got to be playing that.
There's no update on Jalen. Did you hear anything on how bad that knee was?
It's a lower leg. It's an injury. You know, I'm not really allowed to comment. I mean, I'll tell you whether he's out for a while or not. Doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. I really feel for Jalen. He's a heck of a young man and been playing really good football.
Mark, what does it say about Will that as you all are trying to work through the offensive line stuff, he's getting hit all the time and he plays just the way it was?
Yeah, he's a tough. I mean, he's a monster, man. He's just a tough guy, and you know, he took one right on the chin earlier and just bounced right up and didn't miss a beat, and has the confidence to hang in there and make plays. And this is a really, again, a hostile environment with a really good defense, as you know. And that place is loud and gets rocking, and that guy just keeps on playing, throwing the freshmen and throwing other guys and just making plays. And you know, he's very, very grateful he's on our football team.
You also got a lot of tight ends involved in
Yeah.
the passing game too. How effective can they be in this offense?
Well, they could be very effective in this offense. You know, with how aggressive they were downhill. We had to hit some of those play passes, and we did. And you know, probably could have come back to them a little bit more. Again, the game got a little tight there. We're getting in a good field position, and then it gets shrunk a little bit. You know, a little bit condensed. And that's where you got to get able to grind out some yards. We were able to do it twice. Then we missed the field goal and then come back, and those were tough sledding. And you know, at that point, you know, you were thinking and talking, do you take a shot or not? I decided to put the ball in the middle, make them use the last timeout, kick the field goal, and you pretty much ice it. And if we did happen to miss it or whatever, they had to go the length of the field with no timeouts, score a touchdown. So.
Coach, were you surprised that you had to defend 2 4th downs there late in the game?
No, it's been his MO. Usually when he crosses the 50, so we had that. Our players were tuned in all week to defend 4th downs. It was one of my points with them in the pregame talk today, that they had to defend 3rd and 4th.
Like you had a big 3rd down stop at Dion,
Yeah.
which made him go 4th and long.
Big play. Yeah, really good. I didn't even see what happened or how he created it, but I saw him in the backfield. And then put a big bear hug on him and get him down there, and then have to stop the 4th and 7. So, yeah, that was big. But with 3 timeouts, I mean, yeah, again, it's his decision, but he's been aggressive that way. So we were prepared for it.
How does a win like this help you early on, help you build momentum to keep the train rolling?
That's just, it's a big, I've said it going in, when you're playing an SEC team on the road, it's a big game. I mean, they are, and we know how competitive it gets, and we needed to improve. We needed to come down here and win, and really grateful our team put it together. I had a good feeling all along, and really played very good. Did some really good things.
Why did you have a good feeling?
I just think it's set up well for us. I knew we weren't far off in game 1. We really looked at it, and I tell you guys the truth. When I looked at it and talked to you on Monday, there was very fixable things there, and there's things we still need to improve on. And we're not a finished product at all. That's why we keep on practicing and playing. And there's areas where we need to coach better and play better, and we will. But I just felt I know our guys, and they don't flinch. And they knew they would come down here and play, be tough, and grind it out.
Let's do 2 more.
Mark,
Keep
I
going.
think Tavion had 1 catch. A year ago, if Wandell had been limited that much, you wouldn't have had anybody else to throw it to. How much does that kind of show to still have as big a passing night as you all did with different guys? How many more options?
Yeah, I think we have a lot of options. You've heard me talking about it. We got to continue to get these guys to mature and play, but Dane makes tough catches. He made that today. He made one in the first game for a touchdown. And, Barry on and the whole room. I mean, and again, the guys we're not even talking about. I'm really appreciative of that room, because some of the guys that aren't getting talked about are not getting the reps, and you see them in practice, and they had a really great week last week. So if they keep that mindset and keep on working and grinding, we're going to be a very talented unit there.
Mark, what's it
Last
mean to be
one.
able to bring Youngstown in next week?
Pardon me?
To be able to bring Youngstown in next week?
Yeah, it's going to be really big for Youngstown State and for my community and so many people I know, and there'll be a lot of folks from Youngstown in this week. I'm not sure Mitch is ready for that one.
All right, thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you.